Hi everyone and welcome back to the Java class. In today's session, we will learn how to use an object of a class as a member in a different class. That is known as a has-a relationship. Means one class can a combination of multiple components. The class can be described as a single properties and it can be a collection of a complex object. For example, in a real life scenarios, you would like to design a system to model a car. So car can have various components, like a car can consist of a model number, year of manufacturing, the color of a car. It can have an engine, it can have a transmission, it can have a wheels. So here it have, or it is a collection of multiple components, but some components can be described with a single property value, like a color of a car. Color of a car may be a red, blue, or white. So it is a single properties. But car is a collection of, or car contains a engine, but engine itself is a complex object. Means engine cannot be described with a single property value. Engine can have a very engine can have multiple sub properties like a type of an engine, like the power of an engine. In the similar way, the car can have a component like a transmission, right? So transmission itself is not a single property. Transmission can be, described with the help of multiple properties like the type of a transmission, mode of a transmission, the number of gears inside it, right? In the similar way, it can have a wheel, right? So wheel can be a complex object that will be described with sub properties like a size of a wheel and type of a wheel. So in normal life, a general a car can be a collection of multiple components. Car can have some unique properties and car may be a collection of multiple complex object. So how to use an object of a class into another class is known as a has a relationship, or it can be described with a composition relationship. So composition means a class can contain multiple components and the component will not be described with a single properties. It will be a complex object. So guys, what we have done in our last video session, we have I have explained you how to use a has a relationship and how to use an object as a member in a class. So let me just take the help of the example which we have covered in the last class. In the last class, we have created an example that is engine. So engine is a part of a class car, right? So car is a class that has its unique properties. So this is a property that is a unique property of class car. And this engine, that is object as a member, we are using inside a class car. And it is a complex object, right? It is a complex object, right? So this example I have discussed in the last video session. So if you haven't watched the previous video, please watch it first, then only you will be able to understand this example. So in this car example, we have used the object as a member, that is engine object as a member inside a class car. So that is engine is a part of a class car, or engine can be described with multiple properties like a type of engine and the horsepower of an engine, right? So we have set the value of a car including engine, and we have displayed the data of a class car, which is also displaying the engine details. In the main class, what we have done, we have created an array of cars and we have created multiple car instance along with the engine instance. And we have set the property of car along with the engine. So guys, that example we have completed in our last video. Let me just show you what we have done and what was the output of this program. So it is showing the data of each car. This is car one. This is the unique properties of class car, and this is the engine data of a class car. So guys, please watch the previous video session to understand this example. So I'm just extending it. In this, we have used a engine as a single complex object inside a class car. But what we are covering in today's or in this video, here we would like to design a system, that is a car system we would like to design that contains multiple components. Right now, we have engine, we have transmission, and we have wheels. Engine contains the engine type and horsepower. That part already we have done. Transmission class will contains a type of the transmission and the number of gears, and wheel class store the wheel size and the type, right? So this we have to solve this problem, and how to solve using a as a relationship or using a composition concept in Java programming language. So let us go back to this example and learn how to do it. So we have already created a class engine, so no need to create it again. After this, I will create one more class, that is transmission. So this is a transmission class I am creating right now. This class has a transmission type, so I will use a type here. Net, then I will write add a number of gears inside this transmission class. I will add a method void set transmission data, right? Void set transmission data. So here I will write string t int gear, right? So then I will write the type is equal t and gears is equal here, right? So this is a way how to set the transmission. In the similar way, you will add a method void display transmission data, right? So how will you display transmission data? This is this function you can, I will just copy it to save the time. So here the type you will display, the type is type, and here the number of gears you will display, and here you will display the gears, right? So in the similar way, you will create one more class. So the next class is a class car. Please do it quickly, right? So this is a wheel class. And you can see in the problem statement, the wheel class contains two attribute wheel size and type. So please complete this class quickly, right? So here, complete this class quickly. Okay, so we have created a class wheels here. So that has a attribute size and type. So we have created engine, we have created transmission, we have created our wheels. These are the three different classes, and how to use these classes inside a class car, and how these classes will be the important component of a class car. So simply you will create the object of each class, transmission here, right? And wheels, right? So what we are creating, that is we are using object as a member. So all these are the object as a member, right? So this is a important component, and rest are the properties of a class. So this is a property and this is a property, right? So now in this method, you will set the value of transmission T you can write, or you can write wheels W, right? Or here you can write, or you can set the value of the transmission. Here you can write transmission is equal T and wheels is equal W, right? So through which you can set the car details like make, year, color, engine, transmission, and wheels. Now, how will you display the data? You can just copy this data, or you can write here the transmission data, or in the similar way here, you can change it, display transmission. You can see here which method we have used. This is a method display transmission. Here you can use this display transmission, right? So now in display cars function, you can display the data of engine, display the data of transmission, and you can display the data of wheels. Now let us come to the main class. So what will you do in the main class? So here inside this car 0.set cars data, Along with the engine property, you will write the transmission 0, right? Transmission 0. This is transmission. You will write the data cars 0 dot transmission. Cars 0 dot transmission. So here, this is the way how will you add this attribute, and you can write cars 0 dot wheels, right? So this is now our car 0 dot wheels, right? So I will remove it. Understand? So this you will add car 0 dot transmission, car 0 dot wheels, rest part is okay. And in the similar way, you will add here and you will add here and just change cars 1. This is cars 1. This is cars 2. This is cars 2, right? Now you can set this cars 0 dot this one cars 0 dot transmission dot set transmission data. So what can you do here? You can just set the transmission data. So you can provide a value of a transmission that is automatic, for example, right? And number of gears are 8, or in the similar way, you can write this car 0 dot wheels dot set wheels, right? Or inside it, you can provide the size of the wheels, for example, the 17, the size of the wheels, set wheels. So what is the first value? Let us see the set wheels function. Where is the set wheels function? So first is the integer, second one is the string. So here you will write car 0 dot wheels. The wheel size is 17 and type is alloy, right? Alloy. So here, so this is a way how will you set the value for car 0. Now for car 2, you can set the next value, that is transmission is manual. The number of gears are 6 here, and size you can change like 19, or performance. Wheel size is performance. In the similar way, you can set the property of the next car. This is automatic, gear is 7, this wheel size is 18. So this is the way how we are using object of a class into another class, and how we are setting the properties each, right? But one thing we have not done here, we have to create the object, right? We have to create the object of each class also similar to this. So here you will write cars I dot, you will write the transmission is equal new transmission, right? Cars I dot wheels is equal new wheels, right? So what we have done so far, these are the three classes with different attributes: engine, transmission, then wheels, and inside a car we are using these complex object as a part of a class car, right? So this is a method which will set the value of each complex object and the unique properties. Now this is a function which will display all the details. Now in the main class, we are creating in three different object of a car, means we are declaring three different cars. Now using a loop, we can create the three objects: car object, then creating engine object, In the similar way, you can create the transmission object, creating transmission object, and this is a wheel object, right? So you can see these objects are already present. There are engine, transmission, and wheels. Now we will set the properties of the car using car0.set cars data. We will pass this data inside it. This is car0.engine, transmission, and wheels. And this is the details of an engine, transmission, and wheels. This is the data. In the similar way you can do with for a car class. This is a second car and this is a third car we can do. Or here you can display the data of each car. So here you will display the cars I dot display. No, display card already we called here. Now I think the program is completed. Let us save it, run it, and let's see what is the output of it. So yes, program is perfectly fine. It is working properly. Car1 details is this one. This is the engine data. This is the transmission data, and this is the wheel data. In the similar way, you can see this is the car2 data, and this is a car3 data, right? So somewhere else it is showing the wheel data is size 0 type null, and here so transmission data, it is also showing null. Let us see what is the reason behind it, why it is showing the null data. Why it is showing the null data? Because we have not changed this value. This 0 will become 1 and this will become 1. This 2 will become 2. This 2 will become 2, right? So this is 1, 1. Yes, perfectly fine. Here is 2. This is fine. This is 1. This is fine. I think now it is okay. Let us save this and run it. Now it will show the perfect output. So here you can see this is your car data. It is not displaying any value as in null. This is car2 details and this is the car3 details. So guys, I hope you understand how to use a composition concept and how can we use an object of a class into another class. So let me show you the complete code you again. This is the engine class. This is a transmission. This is a wheel. This is a class car that contains individual properties and a complex object as a property, right? And this, the complete code now you can see. So guys, please do the practice of it. Now you will get the understanding of how to use object of a class into another class. So guys, I hope you understand these concepts. Thanks for watching these videos. Bye bye for now. In the next session, we will come up with a new interesting concept. Bye bye. Have a great day.